You are looking at our intraday swing machine, what we call the swing machine. If you're seeing this video on YouTube, understand our videos for our private members is hosted by a private server and it's high definition. YouTube quality is suspect, so you might want to set this in a high definition mode. The swing machine was developed by my wife and I over the last 10 to 15 years of trading our own money. I will say this, it is running off of a feature of TradeStation that they call Radar. The signals have been developed by us and they're proprietary. Fortunately, I had quite a bit of trading experience. Secondly, my wife had quite a bit of programming experience from IBM and Lotus Software, and we brought that experience together to develop not just the swing machine, but much, much more. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is not just the swing machine, but one of our newest members. Now, I want to respect his privacy, so I'm going to call him Sam. But his name is not Sam. But understand that Sam is going to have access to this video. And the rest of our private members are going to have access to this video, including our level 2 members, which got to see this play out on Friday real time. Now, Sam's story is basically like all of our stories. He's a family man, he's working 2 jobs, and he would like to, as he told us, to be able to extract a small amount of money out of the market each and every month without having to incur a great deal of stress, a great deal of risk. I asked Sam what he had been doing and how he was making decisions previously. And Sam was very honest. He said, Don, quite honestly, Bagger, I really haven't had the time to become a student of the market. I know I don't know everything I probably should know. And, I have been following this guy, that guy, and have had some very mixed results. So what I asked Sam to do after, talking with Sam for more than an hour, because I like to get to a feel or get to know each of our private members, okay? This isn't a mass-produced little business. We're kind of a boutique, very boutique mentoring ship. And I said to Sam, or I suggested to Sam, reminding him that we're not a we're not a broker, we're not a financial advisor. We don't make specific recommendations to buy or sell anything. But I suggested that he stop all of his trading right now and that we could help him learn more about the function of the markets and what they are and what they aren't. And so that he could have peace of mind to do his job and dedicate to his family, that we could save him time with some of the educational materials that we have. One called the 5 Logan's 5 Easy Lessons. A second one called Point and Figure, the Lost Lessons of Point and Figure. But we could also point him in other directions to a whole host of other free education that would be very helpful to his understanding, so that he would know when interest rates do this, bonds do that. In general, when the dollar does this, gold does that. When bonds do this or do that, stocks might do this or do that. When the VIX does this or that, stocks might do this or that. Do you know? And so when I pose these questions, I ask you, if you're hopefully still here listening, do you know the difference between a limit order and a market order? Do you know the difference between a stop, a buy stop, a sell stop? It's really important. Do you know how options, if you're an options trader, Do you know how options are priced? If you don't, you probably shouldn't be trading options. Do you know the difference between selling an option and buying an option? Do you know what the impact of time is on an option? Do you know how to compare the cost of an option? Do you know what the difference between a futures contract is and an option contract? Do you know what a protective call and a protective put is? I'm throwing these things out not to put anyone down, certainly not Sam. Sam has taken the first step, and he did it 3-4 weeks ago. And to get started, that's the first step. That's up to you. But he took that step. And I guess what I wanted to share is that the market did get a little exciting, a little bit, right? A little increased volatility the last couple of days. And Sam was struggling a little. He was getting his education, but he was struggling with the idea that, the market's going and I'm not doing it. I better get it. So what I did was I said, for the benefit of Sam, Sam, do you have some time? This was on Friday. He said, yeah, I got some time. I said, come on in. Come on into our level 2, and our other traders were there. I said, Sam, let's pick a market. Let's pick the NQ. Let's pick the 2-minute time frame, and let's trade on paper. Let's trade on paper. You don't have an account yet. I want to be teaching you. I had other positions on options. So I said, you and I are going to trade this for the rest of the day. The very first trade on the NQ was a long. 2-minute. It ran for maybe 30-40 minutes. We had a high water mark of 600. I said, Sam, let's just take 500. You happy with that? You betcha, Don. 30 minutes later. A few minutes after that, maybe 20-30 minutes, the market went this way, went that way. The market went short. Profit ran up right here, NQ. I said, don't focus on anything else. And he said, oh, these lights are really cool, keeping my attention. Said, yeah, but we're going to focus on this. Market went short. Ran up to about 600 bucks. I said, let's take out 500. Came back. We took out 500. Now we're up 1,000. Sam and I weren't on together for more than maybe an hour, and I would say 2 hours. And then it came all the way back. But we're out. We got our 500 bucks. I said, Sam, let's watch this. And he said, do you think it's going to go long? I said, I have no idea. And it went down. It was losing 200-300. I said, it looks like it's going to go long. And then suddenly it came back, or it started to fall again. It never did go long. What it did say was short re-entry. So I said to Sam, let's go short again. This time it ran and ran and ran and ran and ran and ran down. Now, this is a volatile day. Our third trade had a high water mark of $2,500. On paper, Sam and I booked the 2,000. We left more on the table. So the first two trades we make 500, or 500 apiece. That's 1,000. Next trade, third trade, we make 2,000. That's 3,000 bucks. Sam's like, holy smokes. The next trade, in our last trade of the day, on the 2-minute, it went long. It went long. And it ran up 300 bucks. Sam says, I'm taking it. I said, okay, that's great. 3,300 for the day. And that long trade ran up almost 750, almost $1,000 more. Once again, we left money on the trade on the table. Sam said to me at the end of the day, he says, Don, maybe I can trade full time. I said, if you have the swing machine, maybe. I share that story with you. One, Sam's a member. If I'm not telling the truth, he's going to disown me. My other members that saw it intraday, they, think I'm lying, they're going to go. And the other members as well. It's a fact. It's a fact. Now, I told Sam not every day is like today. I said, Sam, if you can make just $200 a day, 200, I hate to break it down like that because sometimes you can make much more. There are 20 trading days in a month. If you can make just 200 a day, you make an extra $4,000 for your family a month. 300, 6,000. Sam, I want you to be a full-time trader. I really do. But, he's just starting. I wanted to show him what's possible. You ever go to a driving range and watch a golf pro? And there's a guy there and he's struggling, he's struggling, he's struggling. And a golf pro can come in, tweak this, tweak that, and all of a sudden the guy starts, you can see it, he starts hitting golf balls. He smiles, you know. Maybe he's been golfing a long time. And maybe that golf pro got him from never getting under 100 to down to 90 to breaking 80. Now, can that guy go on to break 80, break 70? Can he become a touring pro? Maybe. I would never limit anyone. But this message is for all of you out there, and even for Sam. It takes time. It takes commitment. It takes a passion. It takes work. I can't give no more than a teaching pro for a golf, lesson can give you experience or give you, just that experience. Can't do that. But we can give you the direction. We can give you some of the signals and some of the discipline. The greatest risk is the person who comes in blindly and never makes a commitment to do anything and just gives them all their money. The other danger is the person when he realizes, okay, got a little taste, and then gets, over their skis. So the message is, and I don't think Sam's going to be over his skis. He seems like a very mature guy, very mature. And you all know it. We all have different personalities. I have my own. Susan Schrader has hers. We have different personalities that can impact our trading. But if you are out there and you are struggling and you are lost and you are cynical about the markets, and I don't blame that cynicism, and not for the least. I know what you're going through. Somehow, some way, you just came across this video. I can't help you if you don't take the first step. I don't ask. We do not ask for a 90-day commitment, a 6-month commitment, or a year commitment. It's month to month. I told Sam the same. I said, Sam, at the end of a month, $99, $99, you can drop off. That's all you have lost. I said, but Sam, you will never look at the markets the same way again. I promise you that. And you will have fun. And I will open your eyes to something that you've never thought possible. We're only about 20 days in, Sam and I think he would agree with that. If he wants to comment on this video anonymously, that would be fine. Folks, it's up to you. As in the machine of bag of ants, you can either start or you can stop. Most people, quite honestly, should probably stop. Isn't that strange? I'm telling them to stop. It isn't for everybody. It isn't. You need to be able to check your ego at the door. Sometimes you got to check your rational brain at the door. That's why I say I am not the smartest guy in this market. I am not. I am the dumbest. I tell myself that every day. I am the dumbest guy. But you know something, folks? When I put a trade on, I expect to win. I expect to win. I expect that shot on the golf course to be close. Unfortunately, I don't have that gift. But I don't think when Tiger's playing, and I'm not saying I'm the Tiger of trading, but I don't think he's just, hoping he gets one close when he's drilling down. I'm bagging Don at Stock Market Caddy. I'm going to be out fertilizing my grass today. I'm going to be working around the house. I'm going to be doing my thing. I might even go to the driving range. But I'm working. Because I'm going to give you my cell phone. 813-758-8263. If I hear that phone ring, I'm going to pick it up. I don't care if it's 10 at night or 11 at night. If I'm snoozing or I'm busy or I'm doing something else and I can't, I won't. You can leave your name and number and I'll call you back. But I don't care when it is. I don't care if it's a Saturday, a Sunday, or whenever. Try me. And you know what? I didn't know if Sam was going to join or not. And Sam and I spent an hour on the phone together. I committed an hour of my time with no no assurance. He wasn't even a member yet. It's up to you. I'm bagging on a stock market caddy, and that is a God's honest story. It's not a story, it's a fact. That was just Friday. So believe what you want to believe, follow who you want to follow, do what you want to do. But if you're getting it done, then just keep doing it. If you're not, or it's not sustainable, feel free to give me a call.